Today we're going to talk about how to make Excel your best friend for data uploads. Sometimes you'll get a list of files of names or companies where you need to change the case. Excel is a really easy way to do this as a group. Go to an empty cell, type equals to get the formulas. Proper case is the one you want to use for names or sentences. Proper case is where every letter, the first letter of each word is capitalized and everything else is lowercase. If you have a group of names, you can actually drag the formula down that way or copy and paste it, and it'll copy everything from that one and put it in the correct case. If you need to make a cell uppercase, for example, with an acronym, you just select it that way and hit return. You can also do lowercase, so it's just equals lower. There. One thing to note about Excel is that it registers this as a formula. It sees that you're changing cell A2. So in order to lock this in and for it to see it as values, what you want to do is copy it and then in the same spot paste over it, but be sure to paste as values. Then you can copy this, paste this, and you can delete the original field. And that's how you change the case using Excel. If you ever have a field that you need to split in Excel, you can easily do that using text to columns. Before you do that, make sure there's nothing in the cells to the right of it because it will overwrite whatever's in there. Simply select the column, go to the Data tab, click Text to Columns. Most often you'll be using delimited, so in the case of a name, you'll want to delimit, split the tabs, split the text on the space. But if you had a colon or a comma, you could split it that way as well. You'll get a little preview there. Then you click Finish, and now you have your first name and last name split into different columns. So you can just type first name, last name. Text to columns is actually called concatenate. So that's when you need to join two cells together. You can do it with two or more. So what you do is go to one cell here, click equals, concatenate. You're going to select the first cell. Now to join them with a space in between, you'll hit a comma, quotation mark, space, quotation mark, comma, and then that comma denotes that you're about to put another cell and join it together. If you wanted to put something like an @ symbol or a slash, whatever you might want to, you would put it in between the quotation marks, and that will join the two things together. Then you can drag that formula down, and then you join all of those fields together. Most people are very familiar on how to use Word to find and replace and change text, but did you know you can also do the same thing in Excel? One common thing that you'll need to do is get rid of a trailing comma. Sometimes that comes over from a text import. To do that, you'll go to the Find and Replace. On a Mac, you just go to Replace. What you want to do is do the comma. The key here, if you just want to delete something, is to not put anything into the Replace field and just click Replace All. When you do that, it'll get rid of whatever's trailing and just delete it. Now sometimes you'll have extra spaces either before or after a word that you need to get rid of. You'll use the same function. The key to remember is that you might have some spaces you want to keep. So like deputy director has a space between it. What you'll want to do is select the fields where you have the extra spaces. You'll do the same find and replace. You search for a space and then you click replace all, and then it'll delete any spaces in front of or in back of there. For more resources like this, visit condurio.com.